coffee's cold, the house is still. I'm leaning on this windowsill, watching shadows stretch across the floor, right where you don't stand anymore. I found your ring in the velvet tray, the one you promised wouldn't fade away. But promises are ghosts we chase until we're lost in empty space. Oh, it's a heavy cross to carry through the dark, trying to heal a shattered silent spark. I'm letting go of the why and the when, learning how to breathe all over again. It's the hardest kind of grace to live with a heart that forgives, a heart that still chooses to forgive. I see your face in every crowd. The silence here is getting loud. I used to count the ways you lied, but now I'm just empty deep inside. There's no more fire, there's no more blame, just the soft, sad echo of your name. I'm tired of holding on to the glass, watching the years and the memories pass. Forgiveness isn't saying it was right, it's just putting down the weapons in the fight. It's washing the salt from the open wound and leaving the ghosts in this quiet room. Oh, it's a heavy cross to carry through the dark, trying to heal a shattered silent spark. I'm letting go of the why and the when, learning how to breathe all over again. It's the hardest kind of grace to live with a heart that forgives, a heart that still chooses to forgive. So sleep well tonight, wherever you are. I'm following a different lonely star. The pieces don't fit, but I'll survive, keeping this weary soul alive, with a heart that forgives. Yeah, I finally forgive. The front door clicks, I hear your car. I watch your taillights fade like stars. I'm standing in the kitchen light, but I've gone dark inside tonight. The neighbors think we're doing fine. They see the flowers, see the wine, but they don't see me hit the floor. The second you walk out the door, I've learned to scream without a noise, to lose my grip and keep my poise. I'm a master of the quiet break, doing whatever it might take. 'Cause I'm crying without sound, watching my world hit the ground. No heavy sobs, no sudden screams, just the muffled death of all our dreams. I'm breaking into silver air, and you don't even know I'm there. It's a hollow ache, a silent pound. When you're crying without sound, I see our photos on the shelf. I start to talk, but to myself. If I let a single teardrop fall, it might just echo through the hall. So I hold my breath until it burns, waiting for the luck that never turns. I'm a ghost inside a crowded room, a flower waiting for the gloom. If a heart breaks and no one hears, does it still count for all these years? I'm shouting help with a steady lip while I'm losing every single grip. Yeah, I'm crying without sound, watching my world hit the ground. No heavy sobs, no sudden screams, just the muffled death of all our dreams. I'm breaking into silver air, and you don't even know I'm there. It's a hollow ache, a silent pound. When you're crying without sound, keep it down. Can't let the neighbors hear the sound. Just the salt, just the rain, a quiet kind of pain. Crying without sound. It didn't hit me like a lightning strike or a sudden heavy rain. It wasn't a crash of thunder that flooded through my veins. It was the way you stopped reaching for my hand across the sheet, the way the conversation turned from bitter into sweet, then into nothing at all. Just a politeness in the air, like two strangers sharing space, but neither one is really there. It's the quiet subtraction of the things we used to be, until there's nothing left but this distance between you and me. It's a slow kind of hurt, like a candle burning down, like a ship that's taking water miles away from any town. It doesn't scream, it doesn't break, it just erodes the shore, until you wake up one day and you don't love me anymore. It's the rust on the gate, it's the frost on the glass, watching every little spark we had eventually pass. It's a slow kind of hurt, the kind that lasts. I watch you take your pictures down one by one each week. I noticed how you turn away before I'd kiss your cheek. We're still eating dinner, we're still asking how's your day, but we're just going through the motions as the colors fade to gray. There's no big explosion, no slamming of the door, just the sound of soft footsteps on a cold and wooden floor. You're leaving in installments, a little every day, and I'm just standing here watching you drift further away. I almost wish you'd shout at me, or tell a bold-faced lie, anything to feel a pulse before the feeling dies. But this silence is a desert, and this apathy is deep, and I'm losing you in increments while the whole world is asleep. It's a slow kind of hurt, like a candle burning down, like a ship that's taking water miles away from any town. It doesn't scream, it doesn't break, it just erodes the shore, until you wake up one day and you don't love me anymore. It's the rust on the gate, it's the frost on the glass, watching every little spark we had eventually pass. It's a slow kind of hurt, the kind that lasts. Drip by drip, inch by inch, I'm feeling every heartbeat start to tighten and to flinch. It's not a clean break, it's a long goodbye. It's a slow kind of hurt, watching us die. I'm staring at the driveway, waiting for a pair of lights to cut through the heavy black of these long and lonely nights. The The closet's half empty, but the air is still full of the way you used to laugh and the way you used to pull me back into the kitchen for one last dance before the world got its way and we lost our only chance. Now I'm reading old text just to feel a little spark in a house that feels like a museum after dark. He wasn't just a chapter, he was the whole damn book. He was the don't worry smile and the I love you look. He was the anchor in the storm, the North Star in my sky, the only hello I never thought would turn into goodbye. They say you'll find another, they say that life goes on, but how do you find the sun when the daylight's already gone? The world sees a man who walked out of the ring, but he wasn't just someone. He was my everything. I see him in the coffee shops, I see him in the rain. Every song on the radio is a different kind of pain. He was a secret language that only I could speak, the strength I always leaned on whenever I was weak. Now I'm a puzzle with a piece that's been thrown into the sea. I'm looking for the version of myself he took from me. He was the habit I don't wanna break. He was the only risk I'd ever wanna take. Then it's not just the big things that leave me on the floor. It's the way he didn't whistle when he walked through the door. It's the we that's now an I. It's the quiet in the bed. It's the thousand little I love yous that are living in my head. He wasn't just a chapter, he was the whole damn book. He was the don't worry smile and the I love you look. He was the anchor in the storm, the North Star in my sky, the only hello I never thought would turn into goodbye. They say you find another, they say that life goes on, but how do you find the sun when the daylight's already gone? The world sees a man who walked out of the ring, but he wasn't just someone. He was my everything. Not everything, not yesterday. The love I thought was here to stay. Now I'm just standing in the center of the ring, realizing that I lost absolutely everything. I looked in the mirror at the start of the day. but the person staring back felt 1,000 miles away. I've got your favorite habits and the way you drink your tea, but I can't find a single thing that still belongs to me. I traded my colors just to match your shade of blue. I quieted my laughter just to make some room for you. And now the silence is a desert, and I'm wandering the sand, searching for the footprints of the girl I used to stand. I don't know what I like or where I wanna go. My compass only pointed to the things you wanted to know. I'm a map with no directions, I'm a song without a key, just a hollowed out reflection of who you wanted me to be. Trying to find the girl that everybody used to know, but she's buried under your dreams and the us we tried to save. I'm digging through the memories like I'm digging up a grave. Oh, I built my world around you like a vine around a tree, until there wasn't any sunlight left for me. I memorized your rhythm, I forgot my own name. I played your favorite character in every single game. Now the house is empty and the curtains are all drawn, and I'm standing in the wreckage of a life that's already gone. It's a different kind of heartbreak, a bitter kind of true. When I realize I didn't just lose us, I lost myself in you. So I'm starting over, piece by shattered piece, waiting for this heavy weight to finally find release. I've gotta find my own voice, I've gotta find my as I disappeared into the weed and forgot there was a me. Yeah, I lost myself in you. I see the way you look at him, the light inside your eyes, the kind of glow I used to know before the long goodbyes. You're wearing that silver necklace, the one I saved to buy. Now he's the one who gets to laugh while I'm the one who's dry. He knows your favorite coffee order and how you hate the rain. He thinks he found a treasure, but he doesn't know the pain of building up a kingdom just to watch it fall away. He's living in the chapters that I wrote yesterday. 'Cause I loved you first, before the world got loud, before you found a different face in every single crowd. I knew the girl behind the mask, the secrets that you nursed. He might love you better, but darling, I loved you first. Is he careful with your silence? Does he know what it means? Does he see the ghost of us inside your midnight dreams? It's a strange kind of torture, watching someone take your place and seeing my entire life reflected in his face. I taught you how to trust again, I held you through the night. I was the one who stayed awake until the morning light. Now I'm just a shadow, a name you don't repeat. While he's walking on the pavement, I laid beneath your feet. Yeah, I loved you first, before the world got loud, before you found a different face in every single crowd. I knew the girl behind the mask, the secrets that you nursed. He might love you better, but darling, I loved you first. What was the original? It's just the sequel. I loved you first, and I'll probably love you last. I went to call you just to say the weather's turned to rain. I had my thumb above your name before I felt the familiar pain of a window that's been boarded up, a line that's gone to static. Now the ghost of how you used to sound is hiding in the attic. I've got your old sweaters and the books you used to read, but they don't provide the oxygen that I find myself in need. The silence in this hallway has a weight I can't describe. Since the melody of us has finally run out of vibe. I miss the way you'd say my name like it was something holy. I miss the morning whispers when the world was moving slowly. I can close my eyes and see you. I can almost feel your touch, but the quiet in this kitchen is just a little bit too much. I'm hungry for a frequency that's no longer in the air. I'm reaching for a vibration that simply isn't there. The world is getting louder, but I'm losing all my choice. God, I'd give anything just to hear your voice. I found an old voicemail from 3 winters ago. Just a hey, I'm running late or out of milk, I know. I played it till the digital started sounding thin and frayed, like I could keep you tethered by the message that you played. But a recording isn't breathing, and the speaker isn't life. It's just a serrated edge on a memory like a knife. I miss the cracks and the laughter, the way you'd hum while you'd cook, the parts of your story that didn't make it in the book. Sometimes I talk to the shadows just to fill up the room, trying to mimic your rhythm, trying to lift up the gloom. But my own voice sounds like a stranger, thin and out of key, because the best part of the harmony was you singing back to me. I miss the way you'd say my name like it was something holy. I miss the morning whispers when the world was moving slowly. I can close my eyes and see you. I can almost feel your touch, but the quiet in this kitchen is just a little bit too much. I'm hungry for a frequency that's no longer in the air. I'm reaching for a vibration that simply isn't there. The world is getting louder, but I'm losing all my choice. God, I'd give anything just to hear your voice. Just a hello, just a goodbye, just the softest breath of a heavy sigh. I'm listening for you in the wind, in the static, in the dark. I miss your voice. I really miss your voice. staring at the space where you used to lay, finding all the words I was too proud to say. I was so busy guarding the walls of my heart that I didn't see us falling apart. I took for granted the air that I breathe, the way that you stayed when I wanted to leave. Now the silence is heavy, the silence is loud, and I'm just a face in a lonely crowd. I never meant to lose you, I never meant to let go. I was moving too fast in a world moving slow. I thought we had time, I thought we had years, but now I'm just drowning in all of these fears. I held you too loosely, or maybe too tight, and I lost the only thing that felt right. Oh, it's a debt I can't pay, a sky with no blue. I never meant to lose you. The pictures are dusty, the coffee is cold, the stories we started will never be told. I look in the mirror and don't know the man who let the best things slip through his hands. I was chasing a shadow, I was chasing the wind, not knowing the end was about to begin. Now I give up the world just to hear your keys and bring back the person I used to be. I never meant to lose you, I never meant to let go. I was moving too fast in a world moving slow. I thought we had time, I thought we had years, but now I'm just drowning in all of these fears. I held you too loosely, or maybe too tight, and I lost the only thing that felt right. Oh, it's a debt I can't pay, a sky with no blue. I never meant to lose you. If I could go back to that fork in the road, I'd carry the weight, I'd lighten your load, I'd say all the things that I kept deep inside before I let us be a victim of pride. I'm sorry. Is that enough? When the road is this long and the landing is rough, I never meant to lose you. Thought I never meant to lose you. The coffee's cold, the house is way too quiet. I'm still sleeping on my side of the bed. I kept the flowers even when they died, just like the words we never should have said. I memorized the shadows ceiling, waiting for a door that never swings. Funny how a heart can lose its feeling while holding on to all these hollow things. I stayed too long in a house that wasn't home, watching all the gold turn into gray. I tried to build a life on what I hoped you'd be, instead of seeing you walk away. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of the years I tried to save, quietly drowning in the promises you gave. Yeah, the hardest part of moving on is knowing I stayed too long. I ignored the way your eyes went vacant. I excused the way you pulled your hand away. I took the little bit of love you offered and told myself it was enough to make me stay. I burned my youth just trying to keep you warm, while you were looking for a different fire. I was the anchor in your every storm, but you were just a beautiful liar. I stayed too long in a house that wasn't home, watching all the gold turn into gray. I tried to build a life on what I hoped you'd be, instead of seeing you walk away. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of the years I tried to save, quietly drowning in the promises you gave. Yeah, the hardest part of moving on is knowing I stayed too long. I'm not mad at you for leaving, I'm just disappointed in myself for believing in a ghost and putting my whole life up on a shelf. I stayed through the silence, I stayed through the cold, I stayed till the story was already told. Now the lights are out and the spark is gone. God, I stayed too long, way too long. I still buy the groceries you like and leave them sitting on the shelf. I catch myself starting a sentence and realize I'm talking to myself. The clock on the wall is ticking too loud in a house that's grown way too wide. I'm still keeping your side of the bed They say time is a healer, but time is a thief, stealing the air while I'm drowning in grief. I memorize the silence, I memorize the blue, while everyone's asking what I'm gonna do. I'm putting on a smile, playing the part, but I'm still held hostage by this broken heart. No matter how far I run or what I do, the truth is I'm not over you. I saw your car at the light today, and for a second I couldn't breathe. I almost reached for my phone to call before I remembered you had to leave. Your scent is fading from my favorite shirt, but the sting in my chest is still brand new. I'm becoming an expert at hiding the hurt, but I'm a novice to living without you. Is it easier for you? Do you sleep through the night? Did you turn off the memories and blow out the light? Because I'm still standing right where we crashed, sifting through embers and breathing the ash. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief, stealing the air while I'm drowning in grief. I memorize the silence, I memorize the blue, while everyone's asking what I'm gonna do. I'm putting on a smile, playing the part, but I'm still held hostage by this broken heart. No matter how far I run or what I do, the truth is I'm not over you. No, I'm not over you. I'm still checking the door, I'm still wanting more. I'm just a ghost in a room with a view of a life that lasts when I lost you. I watch the sun go down on everything we built, between the heavy silence and the weight of all this guilt. We're two parallel lines that finally had to bend, watching a beautiful beginning find a bitter end. I'm packing up the pictures, I'm clearing out the drawers, but I can't scrub your shadow off these hardwood floors. It just wasn't our season, the timing was a crime. We were the right kind of love at the wrong kind of time. So find me in a story where the ending doesn't break, where we don't have to suffer for every choice we make, where the stars align perfect above our tired heads, and we wake up in a life where nothing's left unsaid. If this world was a mountain that we just couldn't climb, then darling, save a seat for me in a different paradigm. Just let this one go, let the fire turn to blue, and love me in another life. you by the ocean or a city in the clouds, far away from sorry and the pressure of crowds. I recognize your spirit, I'll know your heart beats strong. I'll be waiting for you there, no matter where you're from. We'll get the house, the garden, and the years we didn't get, before the ink had dried and before the sun had set. I'm letting your hand go, I'm stepping off the ledge, I'm leaving all our almost on the water's edge. Go on and live your life, go on and find your peace. I'm praying for the day that this longing finds release. So find me in a story where the ending doesn't break, where we don't have to suffer every choice we make, where the stars align perfect above our tired heads, and we wake up in a life when nothing's left unsaid. If this world was a mountain, now we just couldn't climb. And darling, save a seat for me in a different paradigm. Just let this one go, let the fire turn to blue, and love me in another life, like I loved you. In another life, when the time is right. In another life, we won't have to say goodnight. I'll see you then. I'll find you then. I'm tracing the outlines of who we used to be, back when your eyes were a mirror for me. Now I'm a stranger in your living room, watching the garden forget how to bloom. You touch my shoulder, but your heart is miles away, searching for reasons you don't wanna stay. I'm memorizing the ghost of your grin, wondering where the goodbye begins. Could you love me like before, before the silence moved in through the door, before the forever turned into not now, and we broke every promise and whispered every vow? Just for a minute, can we pretend most of our lives. Now we're just pieces of torn photographs. I'm still the same girl, boy, I'm still standing here. But you're looking through me like I'm made of thin air. Is it the time, or is it the weight of all of the things that we left up to fate? I trade every sorry and every it's fine, just to feel your heart beating in sync with mine. Could you love me like before? Before the silence moved in through the door, before the forever turned into now. And we broke every promise and whispered every vow. Just for a minute, can we pretend that this isn't the part where the story has to end? Hold me like you're never letting go. Love me like the person I used to know. Don't look at the clock, don't look at the mess. Don't tell me it's for the best. Just give me the lie that I'm still the one before the morning comes and we're undone. Like before, when we didn't need words, when it didn't have to hurt. Love me like before, just one more time. I kept the receipts and the movie stubs, the ones you threw in the trash. I'm still holding on to the echoes while you're moving on in a flash. You tell your friends it was complicated, like we were just a phase you outgrew. But I was building a kingdom on every promise I made to you. Now you talk about us in the past tense, like a book that you've already read. But I'm still stuck on the chapters of the things that you haven't said. You can call it a mistake, you can call it a lie, you can walk away without saying goodbye, but you can't take the truth or the way that I feel. Whatever it was to you, my love was real. It wasn't a game, it wasn't a part. I gave you the keys to a broken heart. And even if you found something new to feel, just know that my love was real. I see the way that you look at him, the way you used to look at me, and it kills me to know I'm a memory while he's your new reality. Was I just a bridge to get you there, a safety net for your fall? 'Cause I would have given you everything while you gave me nothing at all. story that's never gonna be told. You can call it a mistake, you can call it a lie, you can walk away without saying goodbye, but you can't take the truth or the way that I feel. Whatever it was to you, my love was real. It wasn't a game, it wasn't a part. I gave you the keys to a broken heart, and even if you found something new to feel, just know that my love was real. Yeah, it was real to me, even if it wasn't to you. My love was real. I told you I was doing fine. I put on quite a show. I mastered every practice line to let the feelings go. I told my friends I'm moving on, I'm finally seeing light. But the truth comes out in curtains when I'm alone at night. I can lie to every mirror, I can lie to every face, I can pretend I found a way to fill this empty space. But when the room gets quiet and the moon begins to rise, the only thing that's truthful is the moisture in my eyes. 'Cause my words might be actors and my smile might be a mask, and I'll say I'm getting better to anyone who will ask. But my tears are honest, they don't know how to pretend. They're the only part of me that's broken to the end. Every drop that hits the floor is a debt I have to pay for a love that promised forever but walked the other way. You can doubt my strength, you can doubt my promise too, but my tears are honest, they're still crying over you. The water doesn't have a pride, it doesn't have a plan. It just flows from the hollow where my memories used to stand. It's the salt of every stay and the sting of every goal, the liquid map of everything I didn't wanna know. I'm tired of being strong, I'm tired of playing tough, because pretending I don't miss you is getting way too rough. There's a freedom in the falling, a mercy in the wet, a way to wash away the ghosts I haven't finished yet. They say dry your eyes like it's a choice I'm making now, but I can't stop the river, and I wouldn't know how. It's the only language left that says exactly what I mean. The clearest, saddest evidence of everything between. 'Cause my words might be actors and my smile might be a mask, and I'll say I'm getting better to anyone who will ask. But my tears are honest, they don't know how She wears a smile like a porcelain mask. I'm doing fine is all you have to ask. She's mastered the art of the steady hand, building a life on shifting sand. But when the hallway light goes dim and the walls start closing in on him, the strength she gathered starts to fade in the blue light of the dying day. She breaks in silence, she breaks alone, a language of sorrow that's all her own. No screaming out, no slamming doors, just a quiet war on the bedroom floor. The world sees a mountain standing tall, but she's just a raindrop waiting to follow behind the curtains where the shadows dance. She breaks in silence without a second glance. She folds the laundry, she makes the bed, carrying the weight of the things he said. Every I'm sorry that didn't ring true is a stone in her pocket she's pulling through. She's a ghost in the kitchen at 3 a.m., missing the girl that she was back then. But she wipes her eyes before the sun, because the performance has just begun. She breaks in silence, she breaks alone, a language of sorrow that's all her own. No screaming out, no slamming doors, just a quiet war on the bedroom floor. The world sees a mountain standing tall, but she's just a raindrop waiting to fall behind the curtains where the shadows dance. She breaks in silence without a second glance. It's the heaviest sound you'll never hear, the falling of a single lonely tear. She's shattering in slow motion, piece by piece, waiting for the dark to bring release. Shh, can you hear it? The sound of a heart folding in. She's starting over where she's always been, breaking in silence again and again. The moon is hanging heavy, like a secret in the air. She's pulling back the covers, but there's no one waiting there. She keeps the TV humming just to drown the hollow sound of the walls that start to crumble when the sun goes underground. She doesn't scream or shatter, she's not the breaking kind. She just retreats into the rooms you left inside her mind. She's a master of the fun, a pro at doing well, but the moonlight is a witness to the truth she'll never tell. She cries softly so the neighbors never know, folding up the heartache like a dress she'll never show. It's a quiet kind of ocean, it's a silent kind of rain, turning off the light to hide the color of the pain. Yeah, she cries softly where the dark is the only one who sees, praying for a morning that'll bring her to her knees. She sees your favorite sweater in the back of the city, and for a second she forgets that you set her spirit free. She reaches for her phone, then she sets it on the floor, because a heart can only handle being ghosted once more. It's not a storm that's howling, it's a candle burning out. It's the lonely, steady rhythm of a soul living in doubt. No crashing glass, no slamming doors, no theater in the hall. Just the sound of one tear hidden, nothing at all. She cries softly so the neighbors never know, folding up the heartache like a dress she'll never show. It's a quiet kind of ocean, it's a silent kind of rain, turning off the light to hide the color of the pain. Yeah, she cries softly where the dark is the only one who sees, praying for a morning that'll bring her to her knees. Shh, keep it down. Don't let the world hear the sound, just a whisper in the night before she fixes up her face for the morning light. She cries, cries, she cries softly. I touch the glass to find a friend, but she's got eyes I don't recognize. A little hollow, a little thin, beneath the mask of a tired disguise. I used to know the way she laughed before she gave it all to you. Now she's a map of aftermath, and there's nothing I can do. I'm reaching out to find a spark, but the silver's cold and the room is dark. I'm asking her where she's been since you left the winter in. The girl in the mirror is crying tonight. She's looking for pieces of her own It's a cage she chose to build, searching for things she'll never find, in a space that'll never be filled. She's practicing how to say your name without her voice starting to break. She's taking the weight of all the blame for every mistake you didn't make. Break the glass or wash the slate. Is it ever really too late to find the one who lived before you walked right through that door? The girl in the mirror is crying tonight. She's looking for pieces of her own life. She's wondering when she became so small, and when she let you watch her fall. She traded her heart for a ghost of a dream. Now she's coming apart at the seam. I wanna tell her it's gonna be fine, but the girl in the mirror isn't mine anymore. Look at her. She's just a shadow of a girl I used to know. I'm sorry I let you go. You're the girl in the mirror. She wants to go home. The porch lights flickering, a tired yellow eye, watching every car and every stranger pass me by. I'm still wearing the jacket that you left draped on the chair. Sometimes I swear I smell the smoke in winter in your hair. The neighbors stopped asking when they see me on the step, counting all the promises that you haven't exactly kept. But I've built a fortress out of maybe and soon, beneath the cold indifference of a silver-bellied moon. I'm the girl who waited while the seasons turned to rust, watching every forever settle down into the dust. I'm a statue in the garden, I'm a shadow on the wall, waiting for a footstep that never seems to fall. They say the world keeps moving, that the tide is gonna rise, but I'm anchored to the memory of the look in your eyes. It's a lonely kind of loyalty, a slow and steady break. How much more of this nothing can a heavy heart take? I've memorized the map of every crack along the drive. It's the only way I know to keep the hope alive. I told the spring I'd be gone, I told the summer I was through, but autumn found me right here, still holding out for you. Is the coffee better there? Is the sky a deeper blue? Does it ever cross your mind what I'm putting myself through? Because waiting is just dying at a slightly slower crowded space. There's a fine line between a heartbeat and a ticking clock, between a girl who's hopeful and a girl who's stuck in shock. I'm becoming a legend of the one who stayed behind, the girl who lost the world just to see what she could find. I'm the girl who waited while the seasons turned to rust, watching every forever settle down into the dust. I'm a statue in the garden, I'm a shadow on the wall, waiting for a footstep that never seems to fall. They say the world keeps moving, that the tide is gonna rise, but I'm anchored to the memory of the look in your eyes. It's a lonely kind of loyalty, a slow and steady break. How much more of this nothing can a heavy heart take? So I'll turn the light off now, maybe just for a little while, but I'll leave the door unlocked, just in case you find your smile. I'm the girl who waited, yeah, I'm still the girl who waited. The streetlights are flickering, tired and low, mapping the path where I watched you go. I'm standing still while the world moves ahead, counting the ghosts of the things that we said. Your keys on the counter, a cold heavy sound, the quietest moment I've ever found. I thought I was brave, thought I was strong, but the air feels so thin now that you're gone. It was the night I let you go, the hardest truth I'll ever know. I felt the world stop spinning round as your footsteps faded on the ground. I reached for the stars, but I caught the rain, trying to find a way to numb the pain. Now I'm just a shadow waiting afterglow. Silence is all that the midnight brings. I remember the way that you looked in the light before we gave up on the beautiful fight. Was it a choice or a twist of the blade? Watching the colors we painted all fade. I'm wearing your sweater to feel like you're near, but it's just a costume for all of my fear. It was the night I let you go, the hardest truth I'll ever know. I felt the world stop spinning round as your footsteps faded on the ground. I reached for the could have said stay, but I let the distance get in the way. Now the moon is a witness to all I've lost, and my heart is the one that's paying the cost. The clock on the wall, it's stuck on the time when you were still yours and you were still mine. I'm still in the dark, still moving slow, since the night I let you go. Yeah, the night I let you go. I drove past that diner on 5th and Main, the one with the neon flickering through the rain. I didn't see the cracked leather or the peeling paint, or the way the waitress looked tired and faint. I just saw her sitting in that corner booth, back when we still had a handle on the truth, back when your hand felt like home in mine, before we ran out of road and out of time. And the way we stopped answering each other's call, I burned the tapes of the words that were cruel. I guess I'm just playing a beautiful fool. I only remember the way that you left, and the way we were steady on our little raft, before the storm hit, before the sky fell. I'm living in heaven while you're in hell. It's just the ghost of the fire before all the smoke. That's the way I remember us, just you and me. The way we used to be. Staring at the hallway light, just waiting for your key to turn. But the silence is a heavy weight, and the lessons are the ones I never learned. You're sitting right across the room, but you're 1,000 miles away. I'm searching for a ghost of us in everything you didn't say. Your coffee's getting cold again. You're staring at your phone instead. I'm memorizing every line of the words we should have said. You used to trace my palm like maps, like you were scared you'd lose the way. Now you don't even blink at me when I'm begging you to stay. Is it the time? Is it the distance? Or did I just become invisible? I'm screaming in the quiet, but the damage is irreversible. I miss the way you used to look at me, like I was the only thing your eyes could see. There was a fire in the gold, a story to be told, back when we were young and brave and free. Now I'm just a shadow in your peripheral, a habit that you're trying not to keep. Gotta get my soul to feel that symmetry and the way you used to look at me. Now I'm looking at you, but you're looking through me. Yeah, you're looking through me. I miss that love. The way you used to look at me. I backed away like you asked me to. Gave you the air to breathe something new. I moved my things to the edge of the hall and stayed real quiet so I wouldn't call. I thought you were searching for who you were, but you were just looking for someone like her. I stood at a distance to give you some grace, while you were just clearing a path for her face. You said your heart was feeling tight, that you needed to think in the middle of the night, but thinking was just a cold kept the porch light on for your return, while I watched every bridge and memory burn. I didn't realize that finding yourself meant putting all art on the highest shelf. You're breathing easy in someone else's arms, while I'm still reacting to all the alarms. I gave you the galaxy, gave you the sky, just so you'd have enough room for a lie. Is the oxygen better where you are now? Did the weight leave your chest and the lines leave your brow? I hope the silence is everything